to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to... We ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got is what would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Back to those days, I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get...
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Shut! Six the mic. Six of Pittsburgh. Six is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 No tank. He's spelled. He's checking crabs. Kill. Kill. Like that. Turn it up. Kill it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Fuzz. No. 6.
Now it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On third down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Check 26, check 26. Lock in, lock in. 25, check 25, check 25. Let's go, motion, motion, motion.
They go play action with Trubisky. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lock in, lock in. 53, Mike, 53. Watch twist, watch. Hey, Delta. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53, 18, 18. 53 is the Mike. You're trash, you're trash. Mike, 53. Hey, high 7. Mike, you're not ready.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Come on, set. Check Mike 30 base. Mike 34. 80 weapon. No.
And they give this time to the tailback. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 39-yard line.
Get up. 180. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
A gain
Nice
of
hit,
4.
boy.
And it's 3rd down.
Get up. 180. Alert.
Hey, seam 6.
Check. 53's Mike. Hey, alert. 53's Mike. 6 man. Blue. Check curls.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And this is caught by Watkins.
Trubisky's pass.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A 4-yard pickup.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Mike, 53. Blue. Mike.
Buzz.
Let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing.
Now a give, right side. Kane. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Get up. 180. Mike 5-2. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Kane. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, exit. You must be dreaming.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. New Mike 52.
From the shotgun is Trubisky.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Check 13.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Go, go. It's run.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
That's right. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's got Smith here. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Check 50.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
It's a game
We got
of
to get to the
10.
ball, D. We got to get to the
1st
ball. Let's
down,
keep moving.
Chicago.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Carrier. Chris Jones on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Sit up. 180. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down, it's Kane. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Check, check. Fresno.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
At the 19-yard line.
Up. 180. Red, up. 50. Watch the pass. Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Hey, you don't want to see
Eluding the pressure right.
You don't want it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see you, boy. I see you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We got this. We got this. Mike 34.
Jackson throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Red, up.
All day, defense.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Rip left, rip left.
Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by David Long.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Lions 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
To number 16. 10 yards on the pickup.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
24.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Come on, no, come on.
Again, it's Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sit up. 180. 50.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Alert, 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 alert. Check 49. Yep.
On 3rd down, Kane, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 52. Come to my world.
Now a give right side. It's Kane. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
He wasn't ready.
And it's third down.
180.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go, go.
24 is the mic. Oh, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 61.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw on third down, Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. To throw again on second down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now it's Trubisky.
Let's go, defense.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. 180. Mike 50. You better be afraid. 18. You better be afraid of me.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike's 50. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. I'm coming.
Trubisky will throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
That's good.
Let's
For
go.
our Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Leo, bang. On the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
Shift. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch twist.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, 4 down. Check, go. Check. Alert flare. Check 31.
They'll try to run this one in. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
We play to win. At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
That's 6, baby. We got all day up in here. We got all day.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick is good. Makes the score Lions 24, Bears 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now again, right side. Kane. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over.
31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5. Echo. Pick your game up. Mike 55.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That escapes the sack. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Lions, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin.